My first impressions are comparable to what I thought they would be, having seen television images, which were shocking in themselves. However, I could never have imagined seeing the reality, seeing the people, that it would have impressed me in the way it has. It's not just been shocking, it's been quite traumatic. And I have been in earthquake zones before, I've been in some areas of disasters before, but this has taken my breath away at times. The magnitude, but simply the physical impact it has on you visually when you know the human implications of the destruction are truly very, very moving. The impression too I have is of a magnitude of response that's required that also makes me feel without an enormous international consolidated global effort almost, Haiti has a very, very long way to go and cannot do it on its own. The communities, the parishes, the people themselves in the first 24, 48, 72 hours and up until today have been extraordinarily creative, industrious, have used any means at their disposal to help each other. That is what community is about. And even though so many of our parishes have been destroyed, our communities have been destroyed, our churches, our schools, our hospitals, I can see that Caritas has responded in the best way possible, looking at saving lives, attending to people's immediate needs, particularly health, which I've been very impressed by, ensuring that people have food and enough to eat. That's my first impression anyway of extreme pride in what Caritas has been able to achieve. We say, of course, across the world wherever Caritas is, but I've seen that firsthand here, that capillary-type network of Caritas contacts and organizations, given we are known by our parish priests, by our religious communities, but by the parishioners themselves. And a parish network and a community network across dioceses is invaluable. I think that is one of perhaps our greatest added values, is our rootedness within communities and where people are and where they're living. We don't need to actually come to them, we're already there. I think too it's the coming together meeting we've just had today, which was bringing together from across Haiti, together with the Apostolic Nuncio, the Bishop President of Caritas, and the bishops and diocesan directors around the same table to think ahead and to plan ahead as one organization here, with not only the national interests at heart, but looking at how we as a church and how Caritas at the heart of the church and the mission of the church is looking not just to reconstruct the physical infrastructure of Haiti, but to renew and reconstruct the Haitian person and Haitian society. I think even after almost 30 years in international development and working in humanitarian aid, I haven't been able to contain myself entirely in this, seeing this disaster. You don't harden in the way people think you do. It's been terribly moving at times. The story perhaps of a whole maternity ward of women and newborn babies that we know is under a block of cement at this time. That only makes me feel, of the granddaughter we're expecting any day. How many families must be grieving those mothers and newborns. You can't not be really very, very deeply affected by this. That having been said, I think that in itself urges us spiritually to think through the enormous scandal and disgrace that Haiti was before the earthquake. And we need to remember that too in overall where we're trying to promote, say, disaster preparedness or disaster risk reduction in countries which we know because of the poverty are so extraordinarily vulnerable to disaster. We're not doing a fraction of what is needed. We are not doing enough to respond to that. And at the end of the day, poverty and the face of poverty is a scandal in 2010, and it's a scandal here, and it will remain a scandal until we do something about it, earthquake or no earthquake. And I think it's a disgrace that it has taken perhaps an earthquake of this magnitude to raise the consciousness and the awareness of the international community that, hey, something needed perhaps to be done in Haiti, and let's do it now. But it wouldn't that have been terrific before the earthquake too? And let's not forget then the other hundreds of countries that we know are also at levels of poverty which we shouldn't be proud of, and what are we doing about that?